Princess Leonor's royal engagement tale, secrets finally revealed. Spain, royalty, tradition. The path is clear, the heir must rule. But what happens when the heart writes a different story? Princess Leonor's royal engagement tale is no longer a whisper, it is real. And the secrets, long hidden behind palace walls, are finally revealed. From the moment Leonor was born, her destiny was sealed. As the first female heir in centuries, every step of her life has been preparation for the crown. But no crown is worn without sacrifice. And when news of her engagement broke, the world didn't just ask who she would marry, it asked what it meant for Spain's monarchy, for her family, and for her own freedom. The first revelation came not in an official announcement, but in a series of subtle gestures. A ring glimpsed, a smile that carried weight, a pause in her speech that hinted at something more. For years, royal watchers speculated about Leonor's heart, but never had Spain seen her so openly aligned with love. And now, we know the story. But who is the man behind the secret? What role will he play not only in Leonor's life, but in the life of a nation? That is where this tale begins to unfold. Insiders reveal that Leonor's relationship was not an overnight romance, but a carefully protected bond nurtured away from cameras. For a young woman under the heaviest of scrutiny, secrecy was survival. Every meeting had to be discreet, every exchange cloaked in caution. And yet, love endured. The emotional heart of this story lies not only in Leonor's decision to reveal her engagement, but in the family's reaction. King Felipe, who has always carried the weight of his father's controversial reign, sees in Leonor a chance to restore dignity to Spain's monarchy. But does her choice of partner strengthen that vision, or complicate it? Queen Letizia, fiercely protective of her daughters, has long been accused of shielding Leonor from too much exposure. For her, this engagement represents both triumph and terror. Triumph, because her daughter has chosen for herself. Terror, because the world is ready to judge. And Spain does judge. Reactions erupted instantly. Some celebrated, praising Leonor's courage to balance duty with love. Others worried. Could this engagement distract from her training as future queen? Could it weaken her authority before she has even ascended the throne? But the deeper secret is this: the engagement was not rushed. It was planned with precision. For Leonor, timing is everything. She is not simply a young woman in love, she is the heir of a fragile monarchy, one that needs symbols of hope, unity, and continuity. Her engagement is more than personal, it is political. Yet, the personal cannot be erased. Friends close to Leonor describe her as radiant, lighter than ever before. For years, the weight of expectation has dimmed her natural joy. But in love, she has found not only companionship, but freedom. That freedom, however, comes at a cost. Curiosity loops only deepen. Who is he? How did they meet? What does he bring to the Spanish monarchy? Each answer leads to another layer of intrigue. Was the match arranged quietly behind the scenes, as royal marriages once were? Or is this truly the modern fairy tale, a love born from choice, not tradition? And beyond the couple themselves lies the question of Europe's royal map. How will this engagement affect Leonor's relationships with other heirs, like Prince Christian of Denmark or Princess Elizabeth of Belgium? Royal marriages have long been more than love stories, they are alliances. Could Leonor's choice shift the balance of influence among Europe's young royals? Another twist emerges when considering Leonor's younger sister, Infanta Sofia. Always loyal, always supportive, Sofia has lived in Leonor's shadow. But if Leonor's engagement reshapes Spain's monarchy, what role will Sofia play? Will she step closer to the center, or remain forever in the background? The emotional climax of Leonor's engagement tale is found in one private moment that has since been revealed. During an intimate family gathering, before the public knew, Leonor stood before her parents, her sister, and a few trusted confidants. She spoke not as a princess, but as a daughter. Her words, filled with vulnerability, carried a simple truth: she had found the person she wanted by her side, not just as queen, but as a woman. The silence that followed was heavy, but in it was acceptance. And yet, the world beyond that private room is far less forgiving. Spain is divided. Some see in Leonor's love story the promise of a modern monarchy, one that embraces authenticity and connection. Others see risk, fearing that any misstep could undo years of careful restoration after the scandals of Juan Carlos. But perhaps the greatest revelation is not about who Leonor will marry, or when, but about who she is becoming. Her engagement tale reveals a princess no longer defined only by duty. It reveals a woman who dares to balance two worlds, tradition and love, crown and heart. As this story continues to unfold, the secrets revealed are not just about romance. They are about the fragile future of Spain's monarchy, the emotional weight of family loyalty, and the courage of a young woman stepping into history with her own voice. And so, the world waits. The date will be announced. The preparations will begin. And when Princess Leonor finally walks down that aisle, it will not only be the beginning of a marriage. It will be the continuation of a story centuries in the making, a story where love and destiny intertwine, and where the secrets of a royal engagement finally step into the light. Because in the end, this tale is not only about who Leonor loves. It is about how she chooses to reign. And with each secret revealed, one truth becomes clear: she is not only Spain's future queen. She is Spain's future, period.